Students, in this lesson, we are going to see the continuation of unit number 3, matter around us. Our today topic is chemical formula. Okay, how we are going to represent the chemical formula with the help of the chemistry. Our recapitulation of our previous section. What are the things we are learned from the previous section? First, we are going to classify the matter, then elements, metal, non-metal and metalloids. So classification of matter is three types. First one is solid, second liquid, another one is gas. So element, a solid, gas or liquid made up of the elements. Elements is a small or tiny particle. Elements or atom are small and tiny particle. So one or two elements combine to form a molecule. Molecule will be given a compound. A compound is a different types of compound. That is metal, non-metal and metalloids. Very important and very easily identifiable thing is metal. Okay, you know that one. Iron is one of the best metal. Then non-metal means you best example as a chalk piece. Metal is having a property for oddness and density, but and perfect shape. But non-metal is having a definite shape but does not having a density and shiny surface. So both two metal and metalloid characters is having for non-metal characters is having for metalloids. Metalloids is one of the beautiful compound we are founded from the chemistry. This is useful to manufacturing the so many electronic items. Okay. Now we are going for our section chemical formula. The chemical formula is what are the chemical things is there in your compound. We are going to represent it as a new manner. A chemical formula is a symbolic representation of one molecule of an element or compound. Okay. So element is made up of compound. So what are the things available in a compound? Two or different types of element or molecules. How we are going to represent it? We are going to see this now. I take one of the beautiful example and very common example, water. So water is made up of H2O. Water is made up of H2O. What are the things available here? What are the chemical things is available here? Hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. Now, the small number beside the hydrogen symbol is the small number beside the hydrogen symbol. See this number, the 2 is there. That is called subscript. That is called subscript. It is tells a number of atoms that element present in the molecule. That element present in the molecule. So this subscript will be indicating how many number of the atoms are present here. Suppose you take this compound, how many number of hydrogen present here? Two numbers of hydrogen present here. How we all know? Because nearby the hydrogen, the two will be presented. This subscript is helpful to find out the how many numbers of atoms present in your compound. See the another example where when there is no number of besides oxygen symbol, it means there is only one atom of the element present in the molecule. Hence there is one oxygen atom in our water molecule. Okay, see, beside the hydrogen we get two, in nearby the hydrogen we get we don't know anything. So here we are assume only one atom. So in your chemical compound, whether a beside a 2 or 3 are present here, that is a combination of that atom. No number is presented means that is a only one atom. Now you tell how we are going to write the examples. So hydrogen H2O. H2O is nothing but 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. As chemically hydrogen, oxygen and hydrogen. This is a correct and representation of water molecule. This is also correct representation of water molecule, but as per the chemist student, you should know how it's come. H2 means 1 and 1. O1 means only 1. So finally you know 2H and 1 O. Simply H2O. Simply H2O. Yeah, now we are going to see some of the examples. We are going to representing a wording molecules to name. Okay, I take a very common example, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, you know the table salt name is sodium chloride. How we are going to write the name of the sodium chloride? How many atoms are present in sodium? No subscripts are present here. So no subscripts are present nearby the chlorine. So only one sodium, only one chlorine. How it's occur? See, one atom of sodium, one atom of chlorine. So finally name is sodium chloride. Then again I take one example, ammonia. Ammonia is nothing but what are the things is available? NH3 is nothing but N is a center. Here one H, here one H, here one H. So only one N, 1, 2, 3. 3 hydrogens are present here. So how we are going to write? One atom of nitrogen, 3 atom of hydrogen, because here no subscripts is available. So next one we are going to see the glucose. Daily we are consuming glucose, so only we get energy. So what are the things is available in your glucose? How many atoms is there? 6 carbon atoms. So 6 carbon atoms. So how many hydrogen atom? 12 hydrogen atom. How many oxygen atom? 6 oxygen atom. Accordingly we can give the chemical representation. Okay, the glucose is like a glucose juice. So here I tabulated some of the things what you are there in your book. See, H2O, water, then C6, H12O6. Now just now we are seeing that is glucose. Sodium chloride is a salt. Then C2H6O, ethanol, ammonia, sulfuric acid, then methane and sucrose. Sucrose and glucose is a very essential compound for our daily life. Okay. Then we are going to see the very important topic for atomicity. Atomicity, the chemistry we are usually understanding the atomicity to imply the total number of atoms present in one molecule of an element, the compound or substance. Okay, now we are going to identify how many atoms present, what is the total atomicity of the compound. 1, 2, 3 like that manner we can going to arrange, and then we are going to see that atomicity of the compound. Oxygen exists as a diatomic molecule. Diatomic means 2. Then which means oxygen atomicity is 2. For molecules containing more than one types of atom, so different types of atoms, simply count the number of each atom and that would be its atomicity. So you can see the examples. I take this compound. So what are the atoms are here? Sodium, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, now I written the name sodium Na, carbon C, hydrogen H, oxygen O. Now I am going to see the subscript. Any subscript is there nearby the sodium? No. So I can assume this is 1. So nearby the sodium I can write 1. Then how many carbon atom present in a compound? Here subscript is mentioning 2. I write an as a 2. Then how many hydrogen atom present in your compound? 3. Hydrogen 3. See, I written as a 3. Then how many oxygen atom present in your compound? 2. Oxygen atom is 2. Totally counted. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. So atomicity of above compound is 8. Atomicity of above compound is 8. So how many atoms of each element or these molecules? You can easily calculate this manner. Then practice. I give the sum of the practice for you. Determine the how many atoms of each elements are in the each compound in below. Okay. Okay, now what are the things available here? 2 is there. So you know the subscript only. In front of compound is any letter, any numbers is also there. That is also helpful to find out the number. You in previous slide you are find out the atomicity. This for another example. Okay, don't confuse. 2 Na and 0 Cl. We can say 2 NaCl. 4 Fe plus 3 O2. 2 Fe2O3. Now we are going to calculate how many Fe2O3 is there? Fe. So Fe, how many Fe's is there? 2, O3, O3, 5. What is the atomicity of this one? 5. Then into 2, you can say 10 is the atomicity of this compound. Like that you can multiply it in front of any numbers is there. Okay. So I can give the some of the example here. We can work out now. Okay. H2 is for first you can write what is the H? H is hydrogen. Then you can give how many H is there? 2 H is there. Okay, then sulfur, sulfur Su, sulfur PHUR. Same symbol is yes. How many sulfur is there in your compound? Only one. So we can say 1. So oxygen. How many oxygen is there? 4 oxygen is there. We can say 4. What is the total atomicity of this sulfuric acid? 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. So atomicity of sulfuric acid is 7. Water. What are the things is there? H2O. 2HO is equal to 3 is the atomic number. So ammonia. Ammonia is NH3. 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen is there. Totally atomicity is 4. Okay. Now we are going to see that mixture of gas or mixture of air. Air is one of the beautiful example for mixture of gases because air is having a n number of composition of gases. Here I shown the sum of the major constitution only. See, you think the maximum percentage of air, the mentioning in a blue color is containing a nitrogen. So in 21% of in your air is containing a oxygen, then 1% is containing a n number of mixture of gases. What happening? These types of gas mixture is helpful to inhaling and breathing for the human beings as well as animals. But whether you think the plants are inhaling in a daytime the carbon dioxide and exhaling the oxygen. But in a night time, the plants are inhaling the oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide as per like us. Because the system plant anatomy is like that. So only we are the government uh, and the so many organizations are helpful to bring down the global warming. Global warming is nothing but we are using a n number of petroleum products. The petroleum products are emitting the larger amount of carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide what happening? They're going to settle on the top of the earth layer. The earth layer is protected by the ozone layer. Ozone layer like an umbrella to save the unwanted radiation from the sun. So day to day that carbon dioxide going to hit it with the ozone layer. The ozone layer density get degraded by the carbon dioxide. What happening? The day by day the degradation happening means the direct sunlight will be come and fall on our skin. That is helpful to inducing so many skin diseases. So we want to avoid those kinds of activities means we should plant a plant for our nearby environment where we can see the empty places. So the empty place, the tree growth or horticulture is helpful to bring down that global warming. So the global warming is helpful to how we are going to bring down means we are increasing the this reducing this mixture from your air. So finally what happened? This oxygen content get increasing, this nitrogen contents also get decreasing, this get increasing. So finally we are reducing the global warming. The element of air, its composition of air is majorly 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen. One remaining 1% get a mixture of gases. Okay. Effect of heat on solid. So we are having a liquid. Once we are supplying heat, what happening? The liquid get vaporized. Okay. Suppose we take a small amount of, you're taking your freezer, you're taking a small tumbler of water, you're going to keep in your freezer. What happening at a certain time? The water is going to convert it as a solid. We are saying ice. So effect on temperature, what happening? This changes the physical quantity. This changes the physical structure or physical quantity. See, we are supplying the heat to the normal water, get vaporized. So liquid form converted as a gaseous form. The same kind of thing we are going to kept this water as a, in your fridge. The water will be converted as a solid. The solid is liquid to solid changes. The physical changes will be occurring. Again we are kept kept and place it in a normal temperature. The liquid get melted and we are getting a liquid. This kind of thing, the effect will be the temperature will be act as in the solid. The solid, whether the temperature will be act as in your solid, the solid or liquid will be changes and converted into another form. Okay, just you can remind this, the effect of temperature is helpful to change the physical structure of the substances. Then elements of human body. So this is very important one. What are the elements majorly present here on your body? Means the 65% of oxygen. You know that one oxygen means O2. Then carbon C. 18% of carbon is there, and hydrogen H. Nitrogen NH3. Then other compounds are very small element. Don't think I can present here full lexide as water. Oxygen means only water and stagnated air. Only oxygen and stagnant here. Not like that. For your identification, I can use this chart. But the combination of mixtures, the elements are mixed together in your body. Okay. So what is the major element present in your body? Oxygen. This is one of the important one mark. Okay. Then the solid, liquid, gas, the three major type of matter. So when solid is heated, the particle gain the energy and vibrate vigorously. That is calling bubbling or boiling. The liquid melting occurs when the melting point is reached. The solid changes into liquid. The ice. Okay. Then when the liquid is heated, the particle gain energy and vibrate more vigorously. This also coming under the boiling condition. Gas boiling occurs when the boiling point is reached. The liquid gas into the liquid changes into the gaseous stage. Okay, this three was very important correlation having this one. This solid converted as a liquid. Again we are going to heat, that is converted as a gases. So student, now we are going to understand what are the things we are learning here. Now I am going to give a small recap about this section. First we are learn atomicity. Atomicity is how many numbers of atom present in your compound. Then second one, chemical formula. How we are going to write with the help of the constitution ion and then write a name of the compound. And third one, what are the what are the elements are present in your human body? Okay, what are the major elements present in your human body? Oxygen. Then fourth one, matters. The three types of matters. First one is solid, liquid and gases. Then I'll give a small homework in your hand. What is the atomicity of the element and calculate the atomicity of sulfuric acid. This is your homework section. Then this is your assessment section, children. They explain the solid, liquid and gases. And for I give an activity in your hand, you take a categorize your home thing, whether that may be a solid, liquid or gas. I can see here in your kitchen is there. I give the only one example. You can do like this. Okay, what are the things is there in your kitchen? The things, what is the state? Suppose in your kitchen table is there. The table is made up of wood, that is became a solid. The chimney is there. This is also made up of iron, that is a solid. In your mom is cooking with the cooking oil, so oil is a liquid. Okay, you are using in your home things. Yeah, LPG gas cylinder. The gas cylinder is filled with gas and then that protected with solid. Okay, like that you can categorize any tin and show to your parents. Thank you, students.